Well, howdy everybody. Rexus here. Thought I'd get out today. It just got finished raining. I like going out on rainy days. Tends to be a little cooler. But thought we'd take the back way into Lick Hollow Park. I got the brochure here. I'm going to open it and show you where we're at a little bit soon. I wanted to take a picture of this. I think that's kind of interesting. Nice little interesting chimney that it's on these grounds right at the entrance. Looks like we're here by a hickory tree. Thought that looked interesting, so thought we would just get that on film. And yeah, like I said, this is the back way. Here you can see hickory nuts. Not quite sure what kind this is. It looks like a shagbark, but I think this is the tree right here. Yeah, I think that's I might have to come gather some of these because I really like hickory nuts, but it's a neat little place. It's on the edge of Hopwood. That's Hopwood right back that way. And yeah, it looks like a nice little well-maintained trail, and it's like not too many people seem to know it's back here. I didn't know until I watched a video from Kelly, Adventures with Kelly. She's one of the channels that inspire me to go out and do my own little videos. But this is Lick Run, the creek that comes down off of the mountain. You know, and they got the park up there ways. Yeah, it's kind of overgrown. You can't really see much. But yeah, it's a nice little wooded area. Got a nice diversity of trees. Got a witch hazel in front of me. Got some yellow poplar or tulip trees. I see a sycamore, some black cherry. Goodness gracious, what is this? This looks like a is that a black beech? I think that's a black beech. A birch, black birch. Yeah, black birch. I always get that beech and birch mixed up. Yeah, it's got that reddish, darkish bark, so I'm thinking that's a black birch. And yeah, it looks like there's I don't know if that's a tree of heaven or if that's a, yeah, I think that's a tree of heaven. A little big for a sumac. Yeah, all kinds of good stuff. Got some maples in here, black walnut over there. Ah, goodness gracious. So let me go ahead and open up my map here. This I don't think actually shows the entrance here, but got a nice little spot here. We're this is where the park is. It's up the mountain a ways, and down here is Hopwood Fairchance Road. So we're off the map right about in here somewhere, and this is the trail here. It looks like follows the creek down, so we're starting down here somewhere, and we're going to be walking all the way up to Lick Run right up there. This also goes all the way and shows you the Whitetail Trail all the way down to Quebec Run. Oops, hello. Which is where I have been taking other videos of. So all right, we're gonna go ahead and set out on the trail. I'm gonna pack this a little bit of gear here away, and I'll be right back on. All right, got everything stowed away and everything's good. I'm gonna start hiking up the trail here behind me, as you can see. And I think it's kind of nice that they have a warning. This is kind of nice, as it tells you to wear because apparently there's hunting here. So yeah, you'd want to wear bright clothes, so not like me today. Wearing camouflage and gray. Oh, a nice little Joe Pye weed sticking there. A little wet for the butterflies to be out. Oh, they even got a little nice dog cleaning, a dog waste station, so you can bring your pets, and boy, even a thing to throw it away. Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, they apparently, like I said, not too many people other than locals probably know about this place, but yeah, there's a nice little black walnut tree. Bet the squirrels love that. Oh, I like that big tulip poplar that's split in half there, make a big Y. What an interesting tree. The woods go back there deep. This is nice. I think I'm gonna enjoy this a lot. Another big sycamore. Okay, well, let's get on down the trail here, and oh, look at that big, beautiful oak tree. No, wait, that's not an oak, that's a maple. Wow, it looks like an oak. Guess I'm just not used to seeing maple trees that big. Huh. Yeah, that's a beauty. Hopefully we'll see a lot of other nice big trees back in here. Yeah, back in the day they cut down all got like 95% of Pennsylvania's old growth forests, and which is pretty sad when you think about it. Huh. Well, the black locust. Yeah, there's an oak. There's a red oak there. Yeah, this is really nice. It's a nice little quarter. Hope it doesn't get too steep. I can see it already starting to go up a ways up here, and most likely I'll get caught in some more rain, since it's supposed to rain all day today, off and on. Oh, there's another nice oak tree. That's a red oak. Yeah, this is really nice. Some rhododendron there. Okay, what do we got there? Is that a tupelo? I think that's a tupelo, which is really nice. I like the tupelos. Yeah. Goodness gracious, there's all kinds of neat stuff here. Nice little bench. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and shut her off, and just I'm gonna do some spots here and there, and do some taping here and there. It says here sheepskin trail, which it's not really a part of. Yeah, this isn't part of the sheepskin trail, but interesting. All right, be back in a little bit. All right, and here we are getting into some of the creek, some of the Lick Run here. I'm gonna walk down here and see what this is like. Oh, it's a nice little creek. Wonder if there's any fish in here. Oh, yeah, there's something swimming around down there. I can see they look like just minnows. Could be trout. I don't know if this water gets cold enough. Nice rhododendrons. Love these rhododendrons here in PA. Looks like we had a downrush of water here and it's stacked up all this wood. Yeah, but this is really nice. Yeah, this is Lick Run, folks. More witch hazel there too. Yeah, this is really enjoyable. I'm really surprised because, like I said, I heard about this not too long ago, and I thought, well, let's get out there and get some footage of this stuff. Oh, here's a yellow birch. Yeah, look at that. Nice yellow birch. Okay. Well, we'll see what else is up here. Okay. Going up a nice little rise here. Good thing I've been working out. We got this bindweed everywhere. I'm surprised it doesn't have any of the flowers. Usually has morning glory like white flowers. And we've got some jewelweed here. It's in the impatiens family. Now it's starting to rain. I said I was probably going to get wet. But yeah, this jewelweed, there's a special thing about jewelweed. When you have poison ivy rashes, jewelweed can be used kind of like aloe vera. And it'll actually help soothe the itchiness. And the thing is, they like the same kind of environment, so they usually grow pretty close to one another. So you're obviously going to find poison ivy and jewelweed growing in the same environment. Boy, these are some nice woods. I gotta tell you, look at that big rock. Goodness gracious, this is a nice trail already, and I'm not even a quarter of a mile down it. I like this. Yeah, this is awesome. Ooh, silver maple. Didn't expect to see that up here. Ooh, yeah, this little rise is, even though I've been working out every day, it's still winding me just a little bit. Looky here. Another yellow birch. Little ones, little yellow birch here. Ooh, got this mosquito buzzing in my ear. Okay. Wow, look, we got us paved. Some asphalt. Well, that's really nice. Whew. All right, it's leveling off now. Well, let's see what else is interesting up here. Actually, you can see part of the creek down there. Got some power lines running along it too. Probably going up to the little buildings up there at the Lick Run Park. So All right, see what else is next. Ooh, I'm getting a little sticky already from from the humidity. But I was looking on the ground here and I was stepping on all these little seed pod casings, and they look like they're American beech. As you can see, like that. Could come up here and get some beech nuts. I think it's coming off of this tree right here. Beech tree. But yeah, beech nuts, I've never actually eaten them, but they're supposed to be tasty. I mean, I know the critters, the animals love them. So, and there's tons of them down here, so I guess I could on the way back just pick a whole bunch up and let them dry and then try my first beech nuts. So, I don't know. Like I said, already this trail is really surprising me and giving me a lot of insights, and seeing a lot of different species that I recognize, a few that I don't. Goodness, a lot of older trees, so I like that. A lot of ferns, and yeah, it's just an overall very nice, pleasant hike, nice walk. So far, only that one decent-sized rise, but I wouldn't be surprised if I came across a bear up here. This definitely looks like bear kind of territory. Got some kind of electrical stuff there. It looks like a part of this cherry tree came down. Nice that they have a few benches here and there spread out so you, excuse me, so you could stop and take a rest. But yeah, just look at that. Oh, a little road, a little trail or road going up there. Probably something you could explore. I always like taking those little off-trail, you know, off the main trail tracks. You never know what you're going to find up there hidden. Always seems to be something interesting. Let's kick that off the trail. Yeah, we even got garbage cans up here. Look at that. Boy, they're really doing a good job for this being a trail not widely advertised. Some kind of oak, probably a red oak. Oh, yeah, this is just lovely. All right, I'm looking right next to the creek. It's flowing at a good little rate. I haven't been to Lick Run Lick Run Park, I haven't been there in years. Usually I stay away from places that have more traffic, but it doesn't have that much traffic compared to some other places. All right, so I guess I'll turn her off again and we'll see what's up. Oh, we got some mist up there through the mountains, like some low clouds descending or something. Spooky. All right, I was gonna ask you guys out there what you think this stuff might be, but I've already found out that this is stinging nettle. I've already put my finger in there and like poked myself a little just to be sure, and yeah, this is actually stinging nettle. It doesn't look as much like the western stinging nettle that I'm used to, but this stuff is supposedly very tasty, very good to eat, and very nutritious, more nutritious than spinach from what I've read. So nice little patch of it here. I got a little prickle on my finger and it's still stinging me, but that's how I can tell it was stinging nettle. So yeah, because I find other stuff that looks like stinging nettle, but now that I know what this eastern stinging nettle looks like, thanks to this little hike, I can definitely ID it now when I'm out in the woods. So alrighty, just wanted to get that too, so we'll keep on trekking. Woo, yeah, slow gradual uphill climb, which is good. And then we got, like behind me here, we've got another little up rise. We get one of these every once in a while, still next to the creek, so it's kind of nice. It's a little murky right here. This last rain we got must have stirred some stuff up, but it's really nice. I'd say we're about a quarter of a mile to a third of a mile in, and we've got a nice little park rule and regulation thingy here with Smokey there. Smokey the bear, Smokey Bear. Whew, tells you all kinds of stuff about the park, all the rules and regulations. Here's the map I showed you. I was hoping they'd have one of these on the way up here. So yeah, that's really nice. I guess we're up here somewhere. I could go over to the Pine Knob outlook there, but I don't know, that's more of a hike than I want to do today. One day I want to start here and I want to go all and follow the Whitetail Trail all the way down to Quebec Run down here. So I don't know, that's got to be a good 8 miles or something like that. This is a mile here, so you got 1, 2, oh, it's not as far, 3, about 5, maybe 6. Of course, there's all those little twists and turns, so that makes it a little more. Whoa, look at this whole hillside is all stinging nettle. My finger's still stinging a little bit, so yep. All right, so that'll give you a little idea. At least you got that to look forward to on your little hike up here if you decide ever to do it. Give you an idea about the park regulations. Now, it's like I said, there's actually some pretty nice old trees up here. I don't want to get stung by this stinging nettle here, but look at this nice big old tulip poplar here. Boy, that's a big sucker. Oops, I feel that stinging nettle on my legs. Yeah, but that's a nice big old tulip poplar, or tulip tree. Something over here looks interesting. I don't know what this is. Is that mushrooms growing off? Yeah, those are all mushrooms growing off of this dead twig. I thought they were leaves, but would you look at that? Yeah, just little fan shelf mushroom kind of things taking over all these branches here. Thought that was interesting. Some orange ones over there on that piece of stick. Little elm trees growing here. Surprised to see that here. Yeah, I got some blue beech over here. Look at that, or otherwise known as musselwood. They call it musselwood because of these striations. Look like muscle sinew, and yeah, the way that the wood of these trees grow, it tends to be very hard too, kind of like hickory wood. And now you can see the path turned into crushed limestone. So we got out of the limestone and into the we got off the asphalt and now into the limestone. You know, I don't think these are elms. I think these are more blue beech. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're small little leaves compared to what are on some of the other trails around here. I think that's what threw me off. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are the blue beech. Whew, a lot of stinging nettle up here. Look at all this stuff. I'm not used to seeing it. Yeah, it just goes to show every trail has something interesting and unique to offer. Yeah, but this is a really nice hike. Y'all should get out here and check this out sometime. So, and like I said, very well maintained. Didn't take much to get here. It wasn't too far off the main road and, well, you know, Hopwood Fairchance Road, Mountain Road. It was just a little turn here and there, but it's not too hard to find. All right. Ooh, well, I'm all wet from the humidity and the rain and sweating a little bit, but I think we're at the edge of the actual the actual Lick Run Park now, because I see picnic tables and stuff right up there, and this neat little bridge right here that goes over the creek. That was mostly what I wanted to check this out. What a nice little bridge. Wow. The little trail goes that way. We're not going to go that way, but look at this beautiful creek. Lick Run, people. What a nice place. What a nice park. Oh, foot traffic only. I guess there's another path. I don't know where this goes, but should have brought the map with me, but I left it in the vehicle. Maybe that goes up to Pine Knob Outlook. Yeah, so this gate here plus the picnic tables makes me think that this is the edge of the park. Which means that somewhere up here there will be the parking lot and the bathroom building and gazebos or whatever, and, you know, little picnic areas. Or this might just be another place in between. No, I see a building up there, so yeah. Well, folks, that wasn't a very long walk at all, but it was very enjoyable. I mean, a lot of nice older growth trees. Even right here, I can see another one right there. Big, beautiful, another tulip poplar. Beautiful American beech right here. This one doesn't seem to have all the nuts like the other ones, but yeah, it's a big, beautiful American beech. That one looks more like another maple. And then we've got right there, growing right next to that maple, is another, it's either a yellow birch or a black birch. But it's Definitely neat how some of these trees like to grow right next to each other like this, and looks like one tree. Yeah, this one on the right is some kind of maple. The leaves are too high up there for me to tell other than just the basic form. But yeah, and this is a birch. And then right next to that we've got a, what is this, a cherry, a black cherry. Yeah, a nice little area. Let's go see what it says over here. Yeah, that's that, a couple another tulip poplars. Whoops, don't want to walk in the puddle. Yeah, this is got a fire pit thing over there. We got some regular grills over here. Look at this. Guess we could continue on that path there. Yeah, because this is just all picnic areas, and never actually been to this portion. Yeah, what do we got over here? Something. Yeah, there's something. Oh, and it's another bridge going over the creek. Oh, this is just lovely. Oh, and that is a big birch tree. That's got to be a black birch tree. I think it's a black birch because of the color of the bark. Yellow birches tend to be more yellowish, and black birches tend to be more black. But they both get pretty big. Yep, another American beech, I think. A couple of them in here. They got the grayer bark. Oh yeah, this is lovely. And I got someone else up here too. Yeah, I mean, I could have drove up the mountain and did this, but I wanted to take the back way because ever since I found out about it from Kelly, I've always wanted to come up here and see what it's like. Oh, there's another person driving up there. Yeah, and like I said, this is usually why I tend to avoid parks where there's a lot of traffic, but I figured on a rainy day there probably wouldn't be that many. Ooh, there's a scary little bridge actually. Wobbles just a little bit, but it's really nice. Oh, we got a nice butterfly flying around down here under this maple tree. Like I said, nice little grills. Guess we could go walk up there and see what that building is. But yeah, definitely. Oh, another little bridge up there too that goes to those buildings over there. Ooh, like I said, this bridge is wobbly, a little spooky. Ooh. Oh, yeah, while I still have a thing with my leg here, it doesn't hardly bother me at all. It still swells up from the edema now and then, but I'm pretty much over most of it. I did a couple of 5-day fasts in those few months, and that actually kicked up the healing factor into overdrive. It healed a lot of all the little nicks and cuts on my arms and stuff. So that's I pretty much do those 5 to 6 day fasts just for the healing factors, you know, because once you get to a certain point and your body kicks over into ketosis, then it starts releasing human growth hormone, and your body goes into a state of autophagy where it starts getting rid of all the old dead cells and replacing them with new, produces new stem cells. And it definitely worked. Plus it always makes me feel very, very energetic. I love all these little bridges and everything. This is just great. Oh, that looks like just a shed, a storage area. I'm gonna go ahead and explore a little bit, and I'm gonna take some time to see what's up here. Nice little steps, and anything else that I find interesting, I might take some more footage. Otherwise, I might just film an outro and we'll be done. Ooh, nice little hollow in here with some that's the biggest beech tree I think I've seen yet. American beech. It's got a split there where it turned into 2 and then 3 trunks. Just very nice the way it's formed. And looks like here's the first main grounds when you come off of Highway 40. This is what I remember from years ago. This road in front of me, that goes up to Highway 40, I believe. Goes up the mountain. Whew. Oh, there's an inn up there, Summit Inn, I think it's called. Eaten there, had dinner there before. It's kind of nice. Whew, goodness. I feel like I should be in better shape than this, but I think it's probably just my age. Because I'm certainly not 18 anymore. Yeah, there we go, look at that. Lick Hollow picnic area. Forbes State Forest. Power lines. These power line corridors are interesting to travel sometimes too, because it's a disturbed ground. A lot of times they'll have all kinds of interesting, neat little plants. And we got a sassafras tree over here. A couple of them. I wonder, you know, I never notice large sassafras, but I think it's probably because they get so high. I mean, I found a few big ones like the size of that one there, but that's not a sassafras, but with a trunk diameter of about a foot. But usually I just see these little ones, and I think it's because those leaves, they, you know, they're easier to spot near the ground, like this one here. And then we got some red oaks, some more hickories, another beech tree. Yeah, it's a really nice place up here. Now, I don't know what kind of tree that is. That's definitely different. What is that? I don't know what that is. The leaves look... Huh. I don't know what exactly this is. Yeah, it's an interesting tree. It's not a hackberry. The leaves remind me a little of the hackberry because I just learned how to positively ID that. The leaves look too small to be a cucumber magnolia. Huh, I'll have to look this one up. It's got simple leaves opposite. No teeth. Nice vein structure. Colors look fairly even top to bottom. I don't see any kind of fruits or drupes or nuts or anything like that. But yeah, I'm gonna have to look, see if I can figure out what this one is. Of course, it's in the picnic area, so it could just be a introduced species. Oh, there's a nice little nature trail, goes that way, foot traffic only. Now the Pine Knob Trail is down that hill on the other side of the creek. And it's 2 miles up to the Pine Knob Outlook, so that's a little farther than I want to go today, especially I don't want to go up and down any more hills. So, but I got a nice thing here. Oh look, we got a new one here. I'll have to look at it and see how this one's different. I already have one of these, so actually this is probably a new publication too, so we'll take another one and throw the old ones out. But it's always nice to have those on hand for when you want to explore, and I think that's the bathrooms down there. But that's pretty much it. The sun's starting to come out between the clouds, and I just figured that we'd come out here and show you the area, take you the back way to Lick Hollow picnic area and park. So I hope you guys enjoyed it today. I know I certainly did. Cherry pits, all kinds of interesting stuff. I found a new plant today. I found the stinging nettle, which I can now positively ID thanks to that. And all right, everybody, God bless, have a great day. Oh, look at that, an American chestnut tree. Wow, that was totally unexpected. They planted that, obviously. That one's young. Hopefully I'm gonna have to go look at it and see if it has any of that blight on it yet. Yeah, but all right, guys, so hope you enjoyed, and God bless. Take care, everyone, and the Pyrex is out.